This high school life is great. The prime of my young life, but not everybody gets to have a great high school experience. Here's me, Keisuke Yamamoto, a high school senior. My high school life was not ideal. As a matter of fact, it was a nightmare.
Whoa! What the hell is this? What are you, in grade school? How embarrassing. You can see that again?
That was about the only meager talent I had. The class leader Yumika Nishizawa and her chums always made fun of me.
Hey, come on, Yumika. Don't be so hard on the guy. His drawings are not that good yet, but if he works at it, I'm sure he'll improve.
The only one that backed me up was Mika Kudaki. She was always kind to everyone, but strangely, she's really good friends with Yumika. Go figure, huh?
Yeah, whatever. Let's forget this guy and go out and play. Yeah, okay. Well, that was 4 years ago. We had all finished college, and we were all job hunting and eventually landed good jobs. We all decided to meet up and discuss our future. Hey, long time no see. Hey, Miki. I haven't seen you in God knows how long. Hiya, girls! We all got together at Yumika's house. It's been a while since we girls got together. Boy, job hunting was such a drag. I don't think I want to do that anymore. Yeah, it got pretty frustrating at times. I was at one job interview, and I was being interviewed by the president. I pointed out that his wig was lopsided. Well, I didn't get that job. Seriously? That's way too funny. I'm so glad you guys all eventually landed good jobs. You can say that again. Yeah, we're all working at top firms too. Tons Online, Westnote, and Wiper Agent. The elite girls, huh? Oh, that reminds me. Have you read the latest Two Piece manga? Are you kidding me? Of course! That manga is the best.
Two Piece is a manga that this writer called KY created. It's the most popular manga out there. The story revolves around this young high school kid and his ups and downs while growing up, and how he runs into his longtime classmates years later.
Yeah, I love where the protagonist, Ken, later meets his longtime classmates. By then, they are all successful businesswomen. Yeah, I wonder who he'll be going out with in the end. Yeah, can't put the manga down. Can't wait till the next issue. Our little get-together went on and on, reminiscing about old times. It's been 4 years since high school. Wonder what everyone's been up to. Yeah, it would be kind of neat to see everyone. Want to give them a call? So we made calls to all our old classmates. Hey, Misa, how have you been? You haven't changed a bit. Hello, Smoke. Is that you, Yumika? It's been a while. Hey, guess what? I got a job at Toons Online. Oh, yeah? Congrats. I'll be starting at Manny Ace next week. I landed a cool position at Hiroko Inc.
I plan to work as a researcher at Mani Mani Labs.
Wow. Everyone's got their own thing going, huh? Yeah, kind of cool, huh? Who do you want to call next? Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to that guy? What was his name? That guy with long stringy hair and drew comics all day? Really bad drawings, too. Yeah, wonder what happened to him. Oh, I remember. You mean Kizuki, right? Last I heard, he didn't go on to college. Not sure what he's doing now. I bet you anything he got some job at some fly-by-night company and just works day in and out. Yeah, I remember a scene like that in Two Piece. Come on, girls. That's being a little too harsh. I'm sure he's doing fine. Hey, why don't we call him up? He's probably working already and has money. We could beg him to take us out. That would be a blast. I wonder how he'd react. Doesn't sound like a very good idea. I tried to stop her, but Yumika went ahead and called Keizuki. I bet he won't even answer. Nah, he gets a call from a girl. You can bet he'll scramble to answer it. Hey, this is Yumika. Remember me from high school?
Sure, I remember you.
We were just over at my place with Mika, and you came up, and, we decided to call to see how you were.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
So we were thinking, we're just getting started on our jobs, and seriously down on fun. We hear you're already working, so thought maybe you could help us out. Maybe deposit some money into our payment apps.
Yeah, sure. Send me each of your account info.
Seriously? All right. Our app account numbers are... It's strange. Keizuki agreed to Yumika's thoughtless request. And what's more, Yumika is telling him the bank info as if it's a normal thing to do. Hey, come on, Yumika, stop this. Keizuki, this is just a joke. There's no need for you to deposit the money. I stepped in and tried to stop the silliness, but then, after just a few minutes, all our smartphones pinged. The money had been deposited into all of our payment apps. And the amount was not just a few bucks. Holy Christ, he really transferred money into our accounts. And the amount, it's like $10,000 each. It wasn't long before they started laughing about this whole thing. I remember this exact scene in Two Piece. Man, he's been reading too many manga comics. Yeah, I had the same thought. I bet he thought he would be cool to do the same thing.
Okay, I hope you guys are satisfied. I'll see you around.
And with that, he just hung up. After that, it took a bit of time to process it all. We actually had $10,000 transferred into each of our accounts. I'm not really sure if I should accept this. I mean, it's not like it's pocket change. Well, he gave it to us. It's not like we stole it. Yeah, and besides, why does he even have this much money? I wonder if this means he's working at some major corporation. Maybe he's the CEO. You never know. That's impossible! But aren't you guys the least bit curious? I mean, we're talking about Keizuki, that nerd. Yeah, I see your point. That means we're gonna have to do a little snooping around, huh? That sounds exciting! That seemed pretty excited about all this, but snooping around behind someone's back? I don't know. It didn't feel right. But with that said, I must admit, I was a bit curious too. But if we're gonna do this, let's make sure we don't get him in any trouble or anything. The following day, we decided to stake out Keizuki's place. He's been in there all morning. He's not coming out. Wonder if he has a late shift or something. Yeah, that could be possible. But there was no sign he was coming out. Just time going by. What's with this guy? Maybe it's his day off or maybe he's sick. Come on, we got nothing better to do, right? Yeah, I guess. Better than sitting at home. Then, right about noon, Keizuki came out of his house. Man, finally. What kind of person leaves for work at noon? What is he, a security guard or something? It's not like the old days. People work different shifts, different days, at home even. But he sure doesn't dress like he works at a company. A little too casual, if you ask me. As Keizuki made his way down the street, we followed close behind. And we found ourselves outside a 24-hour market. Huh? What is this? Is he even working? Maybe he's just a geek still living with his mom. Yeah, but you can't make money just sitting at home. Right, maybe his mom is rich. We followed him back to his house, and after that he did come out for a while. But then in the evening, he was dressed a little better and headed out toward the train station. Guess he works at night. Yeah, suppose it's possible. Well, we follow him and find out. But where he led us was totally unexpected. Hey, what is this? Moral Soshi Publishing? What's he doing here? Wonder if he works here. Yeah, maybe. He used to draw all the time. Maybe he's an illustrator or something. Yeah, but his drawings were crappy. But gotta say, if he can draw a bit and then gets into Moroboshi Publishing, not too shabby. I'd say he was pretty darn lucky. Hey, take a look at that! What the hell is going on here? Are you really serious about your work? Please, I've heard enough. Come back another time, would you please?
Yes, of course.
I don't know what's happening over there, but it sure looks like that woman is chewing him out. I bet he just works there part-time. Right as we were standing there talking.
Huh? What the hell are you guys doing here?
Keizuki came out of the building and ran right into us. We were too busy talking. Oh, hey there, what a surprise. Hey, long time no see. Fancy seeing you here. We were sort of in an awkward situation, but Yumika quickly made a suggestion. Hey, Keizuki, glad we ran into you like this. Why don't we go to a cafe or something? Talk a bit of old times? And there's that thing with this money you sent us.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Hey, Keizuki, what are you doing recently? What line of work are you in?
I'm...
Oh, I see. You don't want to tell us. Is that it? But if it's some job you're not comfortable telling us about, we understand. Come on, Yumika, will you stop? You're being super rude. That $10,000 you gave us? There was a similar scene in that manga two-piece. Were you trying to be cool and then go out with us? I bet that's it, right? I was sure that had nothing to do with it, but his answer was not what I expected.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's do this then. You gave us each 10 grand, so we pay you back by dating you. What do you say? Thanks. I bet you worked your butt off to make that money you gave to us. It was out of sheer pride, am I right? But the character in Two Piece, Kenta, was super wealthy, unlike you. All right then, who are you gonna date first? We can start tomorrow. We can do like 2 hours each. What do you think?
Wow, looks like I can really have a date. Okay then, I'd prefer to go out with Yumika first, if that's okay.
You got it. I knew you'd pick me first.
The following day...
You're actually just a stay-at-home geek, right? This is just a one-time date. Anyone that wants to go study with me has to work at one of the major companies. No part-timers for me.
Yeah, whatever. The entire 2-hour date was like this. It wasn't exactly enjoyable. Next up...
This is just so delicious. I just love to eat and drink. Sort of my hobby, I suppose. I sure would like to try that hamburger shop down the street after this.
Yeah, sure thing. This date, well, I sort of lost my appetite. And then, the final date...
What are your hobbies? Do you like movies? I remember you like to draw. Do you prefer going to a museum?
Yeah, I do like strolling through museums.
Really? Me too. Let's do that then.
The date with Mika was the best. I really enjoyed myself. After dating all three of them, I returned to the same cafe the next day to meet them all again.
Hey, how was it yesterday? Which date did you enjoy the most? I know the answer to that, but just asking.
Well, let's see. I wasn't sure if I should be truthful. As I was contemplating this, my phone suddenly rang. Sorry, I gotta take this. I turned away so they couldn't hear, but the voice on the other end was pretty loud.
Please. Hey, why? I really need you to finish up that manuscript. We're on a deadline here.
I'm sorry. I'm meeting with my old classmates. I'll finish it up as soon as I get back. Hang on a bit longer, would you?
I see. Okay. But really, the chief editor is giving me a hard time. Do you realize there are many people out there eagerly awaiting the next issue? We don't want to let them down. Even if it's a rough draft, I need to see how far you've gotten.
No problem. Thanks. Oh boy, Nico is one tough cookie. But she's a good editor. After I hung up, the girls were staring at me in total shock.
She just said KY. Was she talking about you? You're KY? KY? KY is the writer of the two-piece series, right? Does that mean you're that famous comic writer? That guy?
Well, it seems Nico's voice was too loud and they were able to hear the entire conversation. Yeah, well, I guess it seems that way.
Oh, okay. Now I see. That explains the 10 grand each. Being the most talked about comic writer makes you kinda rich, huh?
Yeah, well, I suppose so.
Wow. A gold mine right here in our midst. And I didn't even realize it until now. Hey, Keizuki. After that short date yesterday, I suddenly realized that I had a crush on you. I didn't realize you were such a cool guy. So, what do you say? Let's go study. Huh? Are you serious? What's with Yumika? After giving him such a hard time all this time, now she has a crush on him? But he does seem vulnerable toward women. Maybe she has a chance. I guess my museum idea was boring, but he had fun with Yumika.
That's not exactly correct. According to the two-piece storyline, it goes like this.
Wow, the most popular girl in school is the most popular comic writer in the world. It's like a story in a manga. Pardon me?
Mika, you were always so nice to me all during high school. I've always liked you, and that hasn't changed, even now.
Are you? Really? Mika? You always liked Mika?
That's right. I am what I am today because of Mika. My drawing skills were horrendous then, but it was Mika who encouraged me to continue and gave me the confidence to be the person I am today. I was able to work on my skills from then on. I got better and better over the years. I never forgot you, and your words of encouragement. And then, when I got that call, I thought it was the chance I was waiting for all these years.
Thanks so much, Keizuki. I didn't realize you felt that way about me. To be honest, I was curious about you all during high school too. And even in college, I thought about you time and again. I really didn't expect you would come out right and say it, but I'm so glad you did. I would be happy to go out with you, Keizuki.
Thanks, Mika.
What is this? Are you guys serious? The storyline should be that you get the most popular girl in school, and that's me.
I don't think so, Yumika. Why would the main character end up with a girl that harassed him all through high school? Nobody wants the story to end that way. The two-piece story will continue along these lines, so hang around for the next episode.
Seriously? Does that mean this is the actual storyline? So, the story we've been following, Two Piece was actually our story? The girl in the manga is me? Is that what you're saying? Boy, I never expected that, Keizuki.
After that, we went steady and had a great relationship, and 3 years later... Okay, everyone, I present you with the bride and groom!
Congratulations, Mika. Whoa! You look beautiful, Mika! Thanks, everyone.
Yep, that's right. We ended up getting married.
Mika looks so beautiful! Don't you think so, Yumika? Oh boy, I wish I had been a little nicer to Keizuki back in high school. If I had played my cards right, I would have been up there. Are you still harping on about that? Give it up, Yumika. Let's just compliment her on her happiness, why don't we? Yeah, you're right. Congratulations, Mika. Kai really married the girl of his dreams. A real fairy tale wedding. Or should I say, a manga wedding. I'm Nico, Mr. Muraboshi's assistant, and he assigned me as Kai's editor. According to Mr. Muraboshi, he asked me to be tough with him. He said it would give him motivation and make him a better writer. And he was right. But I have to say, always being angry and tough, it kind of gets stressful. Fans of Two Piece later learned that the story was true, which caused the manga series to be even more popular. I wish I could live a comic book story like that. Maybe I could end up marrying Mr. Muraboshi. Now that would be the best storyline ever. What kind of manga story do you like? Waiting for your comments. And don't forget to subscribe.
Looking for more interesting stories and videos? Then come check out other videos from Mani Mani people here. We'd love to hear your thoughts too. Drop a line in the comments below. See you soon!